Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor. So I was messing around with this battle and the wizard accidentally hit his own guy on the first turn. So now he's just kind of over here, like, not able to really do anything, and we've kind of got the jump on him. So yeah, we're just gonna. I got two of the guys down, and I realized I could have started recording this sooner when I saw that the guys were down. I don't know why I didn't. You better run away, Mr. Wizard. You don't got a whole lot of chance now. I just kind of kept him locked down with blinding. And, yeah, there. We won. We got all four of them, too. That was... I saved it right before that happened. I didn't even know that could happen. That was like... Oh my gosh. I was like, I'll never win this fight. And then I suddenly did. So, yeah. That happened. Your armor's like junk or something. Also, his scouting ability went up just before the battle. That was why I saved it. His armor's pretty junky, but not worse than this guy's armor. Gorth did take a lot of hits in that battle. Yeah, we do need to do this. There. 84? Oh, hey, we can keep going. Oh, you can't fix it any better than that, though. Well, let's see. We got lockpicks. We got 90% crossbow. These spoiled or are they good? They're poisoned. I like that they're poisoned. I like that he knows that they're poisoned straight up. Okay, this guy's body can... Okay, good. Good. Put some better armor on him. Let's see, what's your crossbow? 70%. You have 40. Take the 90% crossbow. Wait, no, you took the 40% crossbow that I just put on. Wow, I'm done. And then I will maybe give. I don't know. I mean, it's fine. Really, they're not too bad. What's this? Silverthorn. Oh, hey, it's Silverthorn. This is amazing. Owen was careful as he held it up, knowing a single scratch from his silvery thorns could kill it. Corpulent red berries dangled from the plant's rose-like stem, each bud heavy with a deadly poison. If crushed over a blade or an arrow, the Silverthorn make any cut with the weapon far more lethal. Silverthorn is actually the name of a Raymond Feist book. It's the third book. The princess is... Prince Arutha's wife, actually, in the same timeline, roughly, is poisoned with Silverthorn, and a few of the heroes, I think, including maybe Locklear, he might actually even be one of the characters in that book, has to go to the Dark Elf lands in the north to get the antidote. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, okay, come on, go back to this. We want this. He's even got some poisoned arrows already. These are already poisoned. Oh, geez, look at that. Well, I don't need all these swords. I was just trying to hoping we could maybe one day, like... Oh, we're gonna get rid of the armor. Oh, no, apparently not. Well, Owen. Carry the junky shovel then, Owen. I want him to have the poisoned arrows, actually, more than the Silverthorn. 72% sword isn't that good. Okay, what did the magical wizard have on him? Let's see. He's got more cure stuff. He's got 50 gold. That makes up for that spell we like bought. And 75% sword. Yeah, no, that's worse than everything you got. Let's see if Gorth can make his sword a little bit better too. There we go. I don't know if I need to carry that many of those. I might only need one. I kind of thought they would like. I don't know. Well, we'll figure it out. Maybe I'll sell some. Well, there, we killed these guys. Now we can continue in the road to Eggley. They made a mistake. That's what happens when you don't have good enough casting accuracy, boys. Let's go over here in the woods. Hope I'm not missing anything. Uh-oh. These trucks appear to be elven. I'd say a band of them passed through here not long ago. Strange, it appears they left Eggley, stopped for a while here, then headed east towards town again, as though they were looping back. Oh no, there's more of them. For some reason, it's like this way is way more dangerous. It shouldn't be. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know where this goes. Does this go to Eggley? It probably goes to Eggley. Let's also go to Eggley. Maybe they expect us to go this way instead of the other way, like down the coast. Oh yeah, I bet they expect us to go this way instead of down the coast. That's probably why this is so hard. Like, the coast way is longer, but, like, it takes you to Krondor also. Anyway, let's see what's in the house. Locklear pushed open the wooden door. No one has lived here in some time, he said, looking around the empty room. Can we loot it? There's nothing there to loot. Locklear pushed open the door. This place is abandoned, Gore said, looking around. Maybe the occupants left something behind we can use. Let's have a look. Yeah, see? This house has a gold and 5 silver in it. We're almost back up to where we were. Jeez, look at that. And there's a shop. Providence has smiled upon us once again. Let's spend a little bit of time. I think that's an inn also. You can kind of... Oh, and they have a graveyard. We could go loot some graves. Wait. Owen tried the door. This building appears to be abandoned. They locked up after themselves. He said, I think we should take a shot at opening it up. Yes, please do. Oh. Isn't one of these like the instantly open every key? Peasant's key. Isn't this like the key that can open everything? Let's it says that key snaps off and locks. I thought it was supposed to open everything. Let's try using keys. We broke the peasant's key. That's beyond his ability. Well, we can't unlock that house and we broke a key, but that's okay, I don't care. I thought that was the shop. It's not a shop, it's just a broken house. Are these all like abandoned then? Is this all 100% like an abandoned town? Locklear sniffed. Stepping inside the tavern's doorway, he detected the faint but familiar scent of lye and the more pungent aromas were meant to erase. It was foolish tavern keeper who neglected to have a cleaning boy close at hand when men drank to excess. Oh jeez. It's the stranger. Except for a battle-scarred mercenary who glanced up at them, the common room of his tavern was completely empty. Only the restless shuffle of feet and boards over their heads indicated anyone was even in the building. Let's talk to the mercenary, I guess. Locklear motioned the figure across the room. The man walked over to join them. He stood before them, eyebrows arched inquisitively. What can I do for you today? I do believe this is the loneliest tavern I've ever visited. Where is everyone? Everyone is elsewhere, with the exception of myself, and a handful of boarders that have wandered in from the road. There's not been another soul in town since the festival. Everyone? Why? What happened here? Come the 8th hour of last evening, a cloaked gentleman entered through at some door there and took a seat. He ordered a joint of beef, a loaf of bread, and a mug of ale. I remember these things because I had to order the same. As soon as he finished his meal, he went to the tavern keeper, tossed down 50 golden sovereigns, turned around, and was gone by the door. Before the first of those coins stopped their spinning on the counter, the rest of the people in the tavern rushed out after him. The keeper didn't even latch the door. Some sort of deal? Nope, some sort of damn local ritual, it seems. I arrived in the middle of a ceremony that was called the Festival of the Stranger. Traditionally, the elders of the town would gather in the tavern and draw lots, and the first one with the longest lot was dubbed the Stranger. On the first night of the festival, the Stranger comes around and offers the members of the town fake sovereigns. They call them Nimptos. Then, of course, the citizens of the town leave to sleep in the fields. Of course, I wasn't aware of what was going on. And they're supposed to stay in the fields? Oh, no. The next morning, the selected stranger is to circle the village 3 times while swinging a stand of hemp over his head. When he's done, he cuts the length of rope and sets it in the road. The people know that they can come back. Then they know that Killian is looking with good fortune on their township, and that the sight she won't strike the fields dead. If the strand is not placed, however, it means she's displeased, and any citizen that attempts to return the town will be struck dead. Was the stranger killed by Killian? No, not Killian, but a man named the Collector, to whom he owed money, who didn't know about the town's tradition. It doesn't matter to the citizens of Eggley, though. They still chose to see it as a sign from Killian that they haven't returned, since they think the place is cursed and won't return until the curse is lifted. They've relocated in Tanner's, Hog's Hollow, and a few in Malek's Cross. They all believe they've done the right thing and have given me permission to do whatever I wanted here. Out of respect for them, I decided to keep the old town name of Eggley. Well, I don't know. It seems people would have to be pretty thick to believe all that. Would they? Would you have the nerve to spit to a shrine of Ishap? No, but I guess I can see your point. Everyone has their beliefs. Many people in the villages at one time were farmers, and it's difficult for them to simply turn their backs on the goddess of nature. They require her blessing, and they can go on to new lives. Before they can go into new lives. You could remember that before you judge someone to be ignorant. So, as my new job as bartender of this tavern, I suppose it's my duty to see if you need anything. Can I set you up? Wow, we've got a lot of talking to this guy to do. Let's talk more about the festival. Which god did you say this festival the stranger was in celebration of? The fertility goddess, bringer of harvest, the earth mother, Sylvan, pick a name. All mean the same thing. She's the wench to whom ma and pa pray, and they have little run ugly and enough for whatever to eat through the winter. Can't say I have much use for her. Is there a temple of hers nearby? Oh. Straight west of Eggley, then north to the crossroads. Big white building with columns. Smells like a horse bedchamber. Artemis Mercenaries. One of the brothers from the Abbey of South has been said several mercenaries on the move through the Principality. He said they looked like Quidgian. With a good Quidgian name like Devonius, I was thinking you might know something about them. I haven't had anything to do with the Dauphiness of Quig and her bastard father-in-law over the 3 years now. I burned my writs of passage the day Spitzer and I boarded the Dauphiness war galley, the Storm Master, and sunk King Labus's flagship with all hands on board. Since that day, I've only worked for me. Me. I have no clue what he's talking about. Then you have no idea why there would be so many mercenaries wandering free in the kingdom. You don't get more than 3 Queegian mercenaries together in one spot unless you're paying them to be together. Small little island like that, most of them have killed a member or another of a mercenary's family. Pay them well, they'll put their personal vendettas aside long enough to do what's asked of them before they start one another. Whoever's funding them must have an incredible fortune in rubies somewhere. Rubies? Isles sovereigns won't buy you a thing in Quig except a month underground in King Labus's pang pens. Rubies, that's all they'll take. More at hell? Someone we ran up near the road told us they'd seen a Moord Hill near here. I don't suppose you've seen him, have you? Him? I've seen if Moord Hill has start a Barrel Ball City League. Whole clump of them came by here a few weeks ago, heading south in packs of 2s or 3s down the road towards Tanner's. Were they armed? Like the war god Tiff's own legions, looking like they might be out to sign up as caravan guards, but who would hire them? Did you could look at any of them? None of them came close to enough to the stranger that I could get a good look at them now. Now that I think of it, it's kind of peculiar. Off the occasions when Mordor will crush through a town, they usually kick up some kind of ruckus with the locals to prove who's the toughest kid in the block. These just marched through town like they were in a parade review, like they were expected someone to watch them come through. Buildings. With the whole town to yourself, I'm surprised you haven't opened up any of the other shops or houses. I'm leaving them be until I know what's eventually going to happen here. Never know when some folks are going to show up and want property back. I don't want to be the idiot holding the bag. I know if most of the folks are smart, they probably lock their houses, and I'm not much of a lockpick. Know anyone who is? Strange character named a book. I came across him when he was working on the Dauphiness Cassandra of Krieg. We discovered him once we boarded the Kishian vessel. After he helped me a few choice chests of mercantile, we chained him up in the belly of the ship so we could make a present of him to Cassandra. But when we docked in Palanque, all we found in the hold of the ship was a note saying he could be found in Sildon if we ever needed his services. I've never hired anyone else for a lockpicking job since. You mentioned someone named Spitzer who boarded the Storm's Master with you. Was he a friend of yours? Is he still around? You know, to be passing through, you ask a lot of questions. Just curious, I was wondering if maybe he would know anything about the Queegians. He's got more reason to be afraid of King Lebus than I do. He's avoided the Queegians like the plague. Now, if you want to play dice with him, I'm sure there's plenty of happy talk to you. He was in Tanner's last I heard. Thank you for your hospitality, Devon. It was a pleasant respite from traveling the roads. Remember that next time you talk to someone about Eggley. Time to start some new rumors. That we will. Goodbye, Devon. Let's go to the inn. The Nightmaster looked tired. 3 sovereigns for the night, he grumbled. Though if you lose my bed, I'll charge you double. We turn you over at sunrise, and there's a chamber pot in the corner if you need it. Shall I sign you in for the night? Absolutely. Let's do it. Lockler settled the account. Room's upstairs, the Nightmaster said. Have a good rest. The room was cramped. Struggling, Owen stepped over the snoring bodies and selected a spot of 4 which looked like it might be comfortable for the night. Ogora squeezed in the bed already occupied 3 disheveled-looking men. Ah, the romance of traveling, Owen said with a chuckle. You know, all these people in this inn in this abandoned town where there's no people? Nice. The guest book was open. Intrigued, Locklear checked to make certain the Night Master wasn't coming. He scanned the pages. While they weren't there any names to him, he was puzzled by a red circle that had been drawn around their false traveling names. Get your nose out of there, the Night Master snapped, appearing in the doorway. That's private information. Only business you want here is sign up for another night. Is that what you want? No. Okay. We were... Yeah, well, thanks, Devin. That was a pleasant time. He told us some great stories about the festival. That's just... This is all stuff I you know, it's all just random lore that's not in the books about these people. Let's see if we can get into this house, just because. Nope. Nothing. I'm tempted to go look in the graveyard. I love graveyards. You know me. Let's see. Parker Biddle dug his own grave. No, we're not gonna dig up any more graves. Os's wife took his life. Oh hey. Maybe we'll try to dig up that one. I doubt we can do it. They'll be like, our shovel is too junky. We can't actually do this. Yeah. His end justified the means. Okay. Well, those like all we need like a magic shovel. Oh, there's even more houses over here, and it's probably still all abandoned. Eggley is such a weird place. I'd like a shop, but we'll see. No one's lived in there. Maybe there's another abandoned house with stuff in it that we can actually. So apparently there's a lot of Moored Hell around though, and Queegians. So I mean, we might end up having to fight a lot more guys as we go south. Hopefully they're not going to be ridiculous fights like that. We'll see. I guess we'll see. Something shiny caught Gore's eye. Bending down and take a closer look, he brushed aside several layers of dirt and scrubbed to reveal a badly damaged suit of elven armor. Pulling the suit to remove what was in the ground, he surprised the ease by which he was able to free it. It had obviously been buried by something other than the years. Strange, these tracks near the armor I've found appear to be elven, judging the patterns of their footwear in the dirt. What is strange? Elves travel these roads frequently, I'd imagine. What I find puzzling is a band appears to have been traveled this way from Eggley, but right over there you can see they stopped for a while. They scooted to the west and the road back toward town. Locklear skull. As much as I'd like to keep what we found, we can barely manage what we already have. Check your rucksack. See if you can make enough room so we can keep our new acquisitions with us. Yeah, I'm more than happy to like take that. Honestly, get rid of that. And take this. It's 11%. But it's way better, and it's worth a lot of money. Struggling with his complicated elven buckles, Locklear tried the best by his side. Too wide for him at the shoulders, nevertheless pleased with its clever figurines and fluid scroll work. Patterns are designed decorative, while also designing aims at even striking plain. I could look at more info for that. I don't really see any point to it. We found random elven armor in the forest. I don't know how that works. Been kind of staying off the road. Oh, there's a farm field, though. We gotta go there. We gotta go to all the places. I like the random ritual where the guy goes out and then, like, hits the people go live at the fields, and then the guy who got killed. Oh, boy. The small house, turns out, was the home of a slight balding historian named Kellen, who talked of the ancient Valaru and the relatively recent cataclysm near Sethanon, as he got them some fresh water for their packs. The folks I've interviewed, the ones living near Sethanon, said the world was coming to an end, like the fabric of heaven was being turned back upon itself, revealing another universe in the skies. And they all talked about the explosion and the fearsome flying beasts circling the sky. His voice trailed off. I think it may have something to do with the dragon lords who once roamed freely on this world. One day I'm going to figure it all out. Locklear laughed. I'm sure you will, Kellen, someday. And when you do, I'd like to read the book. In the meantime, thank you for the water. Goodbye. Oh. More lore that I could spend all day telling you about. They try to pack the lore deep in this thing. Wow. Yeah, so that's a thing. There's a whole book about that. Or that's the whole overarching plot of the whole thing, is that there was this big war like thousands of years ago where these guys called the Valaru, who were dragon riders and like demigods, tried to kill the real gods, and then yeah, most of them were pretty evil, I guess. Well, I mean, I know some of them were pretty evil. I guess that's the road to Eggley, right? No, that's the road to more farms. We'll find out what happens at more farms. But yeah, no, the Valoru thing, there's more to say about that too. But we'll find out what happens to this farm and maybe more lore about the Valoru and other things next time on Let's Play Betrayal at Krondor.